Okay, so we've got a call to a home. It's a 3-bedroom house, straightforward, no subfloor, no roof line, let's pretend. And the lady thinks she spotted termites and she wants us to come out and have a look into a proposal. Well, so the job has been loaded, it's loaded as a quote, and we've already added the quote template. Let's go and do it together. Open the job, go to job, look at the job history if it's there. In this case, there won't be. Have a look at the details. Post construction termite management proposal. 3-bedroom house on a concrete slab, no garage. Okay, we arrive at the house and we start the job. Termite treatment proposal. Okay, so for the scenario of the training, we are going to discover termites, copper termites, live termites in, say, the laundry at the north side of the house. And we're going to recommend that we treat those termites. We're going to recommend that they get a termite inspection. And we're also going to, at their request, we're going to give them a price for a partial treatment. We will insist that it's a full barrier, but they have pushed back and said, I'm going to go for a partial. On the north side of the house where you think they're coming in. And I want that quote emailed to me. I'm not going to sign for it today. Okay, so no problem. You've opened up, you've gone through the house. Remember, it's a visual survey. It's not a full inspection. You're going to recommend a full inspection, but you've gone through the house. You've had a look at the bedrooms. Yes, you've checked the bedrooms. Put some detail in there or not. Moving down, you've checked the bathrooms. Yes, you can add a photo here if you want. You can add some notes if you find something. If you don't check the bathrooms, then you must put the reason why not. Okay, the reason why not could be something as simple as they only wanted, us to check the area where they found termites, and that's it. Or there might have already been an inspection done in the building. You can just refer to that. But in this scenario, you've gone through, you've had a look at the bathrooms, didn't find anything. Kitchen, you had a look, didn't find anything. Laundry, you did, and you did find termites. Okay. So put the note in. The more you'll get another chance to put this in later on, but the more notes you put in, the best, right? The better. So found evidence in the of MEAs on wall. Save. I would most definitely take a photograph of that. Click on the camera, gonna add an image using the camera, picture, press OK. It'll ask you to give you the option to crop. You can do that, then you hit crop as in top corner and you press OK. That picture will go into the report. Moving on, you've checked the lounge and dining, no problems there, nothing to right. There is no basement, so click non-applicable. There was no, you can say yeah, check the garage too, problem. There was no roof void, so applicable, and there was no subfloor, non-applicable. You have an option to put in others, in this case we go not applicable. Subfloor drainage, so on a slab, so not applicable. Subfloor ventilation, not applicable. Termite shields, not applicable. Okay. So then you come into the surveying the exterior area survey or not, and a reason why. Highlight, because if you don't survey, you must tell them why you didn't survey it. Okay. So back steps. Let's pretend we didn't survey the back steps, because there's none. So you can go NA. Porch, patio, veranda. You can say, no, I didn't. Let's pretend. Why didn't you? What was the reason why not? Put the notes in. Okay, the reason I didn't check the veranda was instructed by owner, not to, as they were demolishing. Here. Okay, maybe we'll just go with that. But whatever the reason is that you didn't instruct it, you didn't inspect it. It's very important to put it in. Wall cladding. Did you inspect the wall cladding? Yeah, well, we did in the laundry, and we found termites. Windows, door frames. Yes, we inspected them. Eaves, no eaves. Garage, and you continue through. You answer each question right in this section. So, garage, we said yes, we did check it. And any outbuildings, NA, we didn't have any. Trees, stumps, and posts in the garden. Let's pretend again. No. Well, why not? And we can say customer requested not. Okay, save. Whatever the reason might be, put it in there. Landscape and timbers will go NA, fences NA, termite monitoring stations, if they have them in place, did you inspect them? They don't, we go NA. And then any other areas you can specify, and we go NA for now. Again, you get another option, you get more than an option for others, maybe more than one area. So NA, NA. Was there evidence of previous termite treatments found? You say yes or no, and just guess I'm going to say no for the purpose of the training. And then we're going to look at the interior areas of termite damage with no activity found. So you're specifically looking for, was there any existing damage but no live termites? In this case, we did find live termites. We did find damage. So we didn't find any damage. So we can skip through that part. Bathrooms, kitchen, laundry, lounge. As I said, there was no damage with no termites. Exterior, same thing. There was no evidence of termite damage with no activity, so we can scroll through. And then we'll come down to the next section, which is sorry, I should mention too here that you can minimize each area to make it a little easier on the eye as you're going through the proposal. So what that did, just drop down the menu. So interior areas of active termites, well, this is important because we did find some, right? So wasn't in the bedroom, wasn't in the bathroom, wasn't in the kitchen, it was in the laundry. I'm definitely going to take a picture. Okay, I will add image, camera, take a picture, use that picture, crop it, add it. Okay, now, what are your notes? Live, Copto, and then correct my spelling mistake. You got to remember that this report is going to the customer, so keep in mind your spelling and always be polite. Live Copto journeys found. See recommendations below. Okay, there will be another section to your. I'm going to notice the spelling mistake there. There will be another section to your recommendation, so you can go into more detail. But in the laundry, you did find it. So moving on, exterior areas of active termite damage. No, we didn't find any, so we'll drop that down. Termites. So what are the termites you identified? So did identify them. There were a couple of termites. Again, you get an option. Take a picture and photograph if you want. Sorry, a photograph and some notes. Was there a termite nest located? Well, I searched that garden and I didn't find a nest, but it could be anywhere. No, I did not find a nest. And now you get into recommendations. Okay. So the recommendations go into are templated. So you can see customer to remove all debris or cellulose timber sitting on offcuts, sitting under the house, whatever. If it's not relevant, you can just drop it down, skip it. Customer to remove stored goods, prevent inspection access. That's if you can't access a roof void or a garage or a shed because there's furniture or a tree in the way or something. You put it in here. Customer to place any stored goods in a subfloor. No. So not relevant to what we did today. Customer to remove landscaping. No. Customer to remove overgrown vegetation. No. If this is relevant, you know, there will always be vegetation. Put it in here. Customer to remove organic debris. Skip down. Where the slab edge forms part of the termite management system, the customer can ensure 75mm slab edge. That happens a lot. That's when someone puts a garden bed up against the slab and they've covered right up to the weep hole or above. The report is designed to allow you to make the recommendation, take a picture, add a note, talk to the customer, and if you've spoken to the customer, explain to them that you can click the tick the box, as in they accept that their job is, they accept that that recommendation was made, and their job is now to make amends. And you can put comments in here too. Okay, everything will come onto the report and the quote. Customer to have floor traps and holes cut if relevant. But I'm going to skip through lots of these. Customer to engage a licensed builder to gain access. So you might have a roof void that you can't gain access to because there's no manhole cover or it's been closed over. And you're recommending to the customer go engage a licensed builder, and that would be for a multitude of reasons. But obviously, we're not builders; we're pest control inspectors. Again, each section is designed for you to say, "Did what we recommend? Customer, do you accept this recommendation?" So scroll down through, recommend customer advice, special purpose inspection. If you feel that it needs a more invasive inspection, that a wall has to be taken out, or you need to use a Termite or ultrasound, and you can do it here. And based on the risk profile of the property and its location, regular termite inspections are recommended. If you found termites in a house, then yeah, you definitely want to recommend more inspections, right? So you might say, yes, and I would recommend, the minimum you're going to do is 12. On every inspection, you want to say 12, right? But in this case, we're going to do 6 monthly. You can put notes in to say why. Rentco recommends it and the customer accepts it. Customer to arrange a temporary disconnection, not relevant here. So now we're going to get into the actual proposal. So in this proposal, I would propose 3 parts. 1, to treat the active termites. 2, I want them to have an actual termite inspection, much more than the survey I've done today. This is only a survey. So I'm going to quote, treat the termites that are here, have an actual inspection from us or someone else. And thirdly, I'm going to always recommend a complete barrier on the house. Now, in this scenario, we're going to pretend the customer doesn't want a complete barrier, they just want a partial barrier. So that's fine, we're going to do that, we're going to note it, this is what they want, we'll do that later. So, visual termite inspection, we recommend it. The customer may accept it or not, and you get a chance to put in a price. So the investment for this would be, say, $350, 0.00. And you don't have to put the dollar sign in here, it'll do it for you in the template, and you can save it. If the customer is happy with that, they can accept it here and not. We've already said for the purpose of the training, they want it in an email, so they probably won't hit the customer accepts it. Special purpose inspection. No, we're happy with non-inspection. Colony control measures. The treatment is directed towards eradicating the current termite colony. Yes, that's what we're recommending, right? Enter treatment. What are we going to do? It's either be a liquid or foam, above ground station, or termicide dust. I would recommend that we put in a above ground baiting station and bait those termites for a period of weeks to make sure that that colony is treated before we move on. So I'm going to put some notes in here, and I'm going to say recommend recommend a, say, 6-week dating program. Okay. And then using, and you can pick the brand that you want to use. You've got several. In this case, I'm going to say Xterra. Okay. Recommend. Rentokil has recommended it. The customer assessment, and then as we did before, the investment. How much will we charge for a 6-week treatment, and we want to visit 3 times in that period? And let's put in each visit at $250, which would total $750. Okay, so far we've recommended the inspection of 300 and $750 for the treatment, and then we're going to recommend a program, a soil treatment program on their request on the north side of the house. So we can skip past this part and we come down to trench and treat soil around the base of the foundation, walls and piers. Rentokil recommends, customer accepts or doesn't accept, investment. So in our notes for recommends, what have we recommended? We are recommending we've measured it out, and we've measured it to be 15 millimeters, a 15 millimeter chemical treatment to soil. And we can go as far as to say on north side of building. Okay, so what we're saying is we recommended the laundry at the north side of the building. So we're next on the outside there, we're going to put a barrier in. Noting again that the customer doesn't want, we'd always recommend a full barrier around the house, a full management system, be it a barrier or be it monitoring stations or be it a reticulation system, whatever it is. We're recommending that it's a complete termite management system. The customer said, no, I just want you to treat that part of the house. That's what we're doing. Notes, I am absolutely going to write that in here. Okay, Rentokil recommends a complete management system. However, customer has asked for only a partial. So you've completely explained the difference to the customer, and they acknowledge here, and this is very important. That's a very big recommendation that the customer's choosing to ignore. You must get them to accept it. Okay. Okay, moving through, we put a price on that. We put a price on the, we didn't, no, let's put a price on the treatment. So that treatment, and the soil is it's exposed, pretty soft. We're going to trench down to the standard. It'll take us one technician about 3 hours, and as per our price list, that's going to cost the customer $1,200. Save. Okay. Moving through, there's nothing else we want to recommend. Chemical soil, external chemical soil treatment to the structure, no. Conclusion. What is the total investment? Do your math. 1,200 and 750, so 950, and 300, 1,250. No, 2,250.
1,200 plus 750.
Yeah.
1950 plus 300 is 2,350.
6,250. Good man. I like your math. Okay. Enter the total amount. Is 2,250. 1,200. Remember, you don't have to put the dollar sign in. That's there already. Save. The chemical we're going to use on the day, we've recommended Biflex Aqua. And limitations. Very important that you put very clearly in here the limitations. Okay, there will be no warranties because you've recommended a full management system. They've said no, they're only partial. Write that in here. No warranties apply to a partial treatment. Okay. Recommendations. Recommend a complete termite management system be applied. So very clear in the report. Okay, so what you want to do now is add a drawing. You want to add a drawing to be very clear to the customer and in the proposal what it is you're going to do and where. Okay, so top right corner, 3-bar menu. We call it a burger menu with a plus sign and a spanner. Plus the plus sign 3-bar. The burger menu is what you want. Okay, this burger menu is always, it's in every template. Site plan is here. And this is an existing site plan that we've put on this job. We don't have to use it, we can, but it's to show you that you can have a house drawing already in there and carry it on from job to job. So I'm going to draw a new one, okay, and show you how to do that. And it's a straightforward house. I'm going to click on Add Shape, because shapes is easier. I'll click on the square, and then I'm going to draw, this is the house, okay. The square again, I'm going to try and just indicate the driveway. And then I'm going to also indicate where the laundry is. A big laundry, but we'll make it a bit bigger just for purpose of training. Straightforward house. It's got a small little patio here. Okay. Remember, this doesn't have to be Picasso. It's just got to be able to, for the customer or anyone else looking at the map can understand where we're standing. Come out of this menu, go back, and I want to put some text in, right? So I'm going to hit my text box, and I'm going to click on text, and I'm going to capitalize it and go NTH, indicating north. So we know on the map which way is north, south, east, and west. I'm going to do another text box, and I'm going to go laundry. So everyone's clear where the laundry is. It's termites. And then I might do, just for the sake of it, I might do driveway. Okay, does that look clear? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my add shape, and I'm going to indicate on this map where it is we're going to put this, where we're suggesting you put the chemical solid treatment. So I'm going to go to my color palette. I'm going to make it drawing, make the pencil red. Hit on my pencil, and I'm going to draw a line from here to here. Do another line from here to here. I'm going to do one from here to here. And then I'm going to come back down to say here. Okay. Then I'm going to, one more time, put a text box in to draw a key. Okay. I'm going to say chemical treatment area. I'm going to put a little equals, because this is a map I'm doing. And back to my add shape. I'm going to come color box and go red and go OK. I'm going to do a line that's clear to everybody. I don't like that, it's not straight. That's clear to everybody what that indicates. So any reasonable person looking at that map, it's straightforward what we're proposing. Okay. Save it, and it will be saved in the system. Okay, so you've done your proposal, you've done your costs, and you've done your map. All that's left to do is complete the job. Okay, so if you're standing with the customer and they're happy, they want to go ahead, some customers just don't want to waste time. I'm happy to see you talking through it. Let me sign it. You can get it signed there and then. Job done. If they want to think about it, speak to the partners, fine. We can have this email to them from the office. So finish the job. Pick your little tick sign. You sure you want to quit the job? I am. Any extra job notes, invoice details? No, we're done there. Now, it's asking you, invoice paid? No, in this case. Text signature. Customer, let's pretend for this case, the customer's name is Simon. Let's pretend they don't want to sign it, they want to discuss with their partner. You must write something in. So you can say NA. You won't do that, you go NA. And back and hit your tick. The job is complete. That's it. Okay, so we've just gone through and done a termite management proposal for a house where we found termites, and we've recommended an inspection, we've recommended a treatment, and we've recommended a partial barrier on customer's request. I just wanted to quickly show you what the proposal comes out looking like on the other side. Depending on the business, this one has 3 rivers. Customer details all flow through. Total investment is on the first page. Chemical using, customer signature, in this case is non-applicable, and the date. And then as you flow through, you'll see areas surveyed or not, the reason why. So we surveyed all those areas. We supported the laundry area with a picture, because that's where we found the termites. And if there was no basement, so it's NA, with flight NA, so floor NA, and if it was not applicable, it's not applicable. So everything seems to have flowed through. Exterior, interior, keep going through. If the area of the report is not applicable, it's just empty, that's okay. Areas of active termites found. We did find those, a couple of termites, and we wrote that in there. We took a picture. The exterior, we found no activities. It asked us which to specify the termite species. We did. Recommendations. Okay, we have recommended slab edge from part of the termite barrier. We asked them to expose it. That's fine. We did get down. So we come down here to the actual proposal. So we have certainly recommended a further full visual termite inspection, $350. Customer hasn't indicated they want that here. We have indicated colony control measures, which, as we said, was our 6-week bane problem using Xtera. Keep going down. We also recommended a $1,200 partial barrier. And keep going down, we will see our drawing, what it is and where we're suggesting. Customer's pretty clear on that, looks pretty good. No warranty supplied, just partial treatment. Customer has accepted and signed that. And then we've got our 20 initial terms and conditions. And that will go to the customer.